Every episode on Celebrity Encounters podcast, we interview real people just like you sharing their own personal celebrity encounters. And with a little storytelling help from us and a few surprises from here in Las Vegas, this is Celebrity Encounters podcast. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Harlan.
I'm Alan.
And we are here with...
S.
That's it, just S? You're like Sting and Cher, we call you S?
S, just not with a southern accent.
Who are we talking about? You had a celebrity encounter. What's going on here, S?
Johnny Carson. Let's talk about Johnny Carson, shall we?
Love Carson. He was one of my favorites.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
As a kid, you watched him?
I did. I was supposed to go to bed, but I would sneak out, and in the hallway to the living room, I would sit there because my dad and mom would have Carson on and I would watch.
Okay, that's brilliant. You'd literally sneak into the hallway and while their backs are turned, you're watching it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome. S, were you a big Carson fan?
Yeah, no, I really think he was so talented. He could do a lot of voices. He was funny. He was great at interviewing people. I love stuff like that.
Give us a setup. Where did this encounter with Johnny Carson happen?
Okay. I used to live in Los Angeles. As you can see now, I'm in the tropics. Anyway, so I, as a performer and wannabe actor, I did a lot of things in LA for work. One of the things I did, I was a delivery driver. And on this particular occasion, I had to make a delivery of a package to NBC Studios.
No way. No way.
Yeah.
In Burbank?
The Burbank.
Studio?
Okay, beautiful downtown
That's
Burbank.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had been to that studio a number of times. I went to see The Tonight Show there with Carson.
And were you dressed up as a delivery guy?
No. I was just dressed up as a citizen.
Okay. You make an excellent citizen. I would pick you off for that any day of the week.
Thank you.
All right, Ed, so you got a package. It's for NBC.
I was in a hurry to get back to my house because it was late. This was going to be my last delivery. And so I was in a bit of a hurry.
And the delivery company, was it like one of the main ones, or was this specific to working with celebrities and studios?
No, it was just a main. I probably had to do a package to an accountant or an attorney there in NBC Studios.
And you get to NBC and they wave you through?
Yep. And I went and parked. I was running and I had to ask somebody, I think, how to get to where I was going, and they pointed me in the right direction. I actually ran into somebody, and I just really did not see him. I actually believe I knocked him down.
Give us a little bit more context here.
In fact, I believe it was the NBC studio where Johnny Carson where Alan went and saw the show.
I was in that studio before I went to see the show. I took the tour, and that Burbank facility was huge. And the studio where Carson was enormous. It was like a soundstage.
Yeah, oh, exactly. And that's what I was running through. I wasn't running through where the audience sits. I was backstage, just running. It was a giant hallway.
Let me help you out here because I'm real familiar with the NBC studio a lot. The way it worked is there were 3 stages on this side. Then there was a big opening like hallway where like the lighting trucks and stuff like that would go through. And then there were more studios on the other side. And Carson was the main stage, which was right toward the main street of it there in Burbank. So where you were running through technically was like off limits to like non-personnel show. So how the heck did you get in there?
No, because I had a delivery. I needed to get to somebody, and they saw that my credentials was this envelope.
He had the all access pass.
Yeah,
That's right. Whoever I was doing the delivery to was expecting me, and said let him through, kind of thing. So
see, that's what I'm wondering now. It's like before we get into the interaction of who you like knocked on their ass, what was in that envelope? Like that was so important. They gave him VIP. Was it divorce papers? Was it an actor's contract?
It could have been. Sure, let's go with that. It
All
could have
right,
been
let's pretend that it
blackmail
was
photos. It could have been right.
blackmail photos.
Blackmail photos. That's right.
That would get you extreme VIP. Like screw all the other
right.
talent. Get him here now. All right, so you're coming through, and I can't tell on the monitor, but are you a big guy? Are you a little guy? What's happening there that you knock someone down?
Can't you see how big I am compared to this tree? No, I am. I'm a big guy. I am 6'4", and I've always been a little bit on the pudgy side. So.
No, you look like a football player.
35 years ago. What's that?
You look like a football player. Yeah, absolutely.
But not muscle, more chocolate residue.
I don't know what that means, and I don't want to speculate. Alan seems to be happy with chocolate residue.
Well, you never know.
It's Hollywood. Anything goes.
Right.
Anything
That's
goes.
right. That's
All
right.
right, let's get back to your story. So you're bolting. You've delivered the package. The blackmail photos have been delivered. You're jamming down through that big hallway behind the Tonight Show, and
I want to get home. I'm tired. This is the last package of the day. Yeah. So I'm running.
Did you park? Did you park out in the back where Carson parked his car, because he had a space and Ed McMahon had a space? I remember they were right next to the door that went in.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
That could be. I have no idea. I don't remember where I parked. I do remember that it wasn't real near the door because I had to, walk or run.
All right, that downgrades
the door.
Blackmail material to divorce papers or a contract. if they're having to park somewhere far. Okay. All right, so you're bolting down the hallway.
Yep. And I didn't see three guys there. And I was just not paying attention. And I ran into one of the guys, and I really believe I knocked him over. And I turned around and I said, "I'm sorry." And then I kept running.
Wait.
So it was probably Doc Severinsen, Ed McMahon, and Johnny Carson.
No. I truly believe they were bodyguards for Johnny Carson.
Oh, then he must be going through one of his divorces.
Maybe the blackmail photos were for him.
Oh. All right. So, wait. You said you knocked this fella down and then kept going, but how do you know who it was then?
Because after I started running away, I heard him say, he got up. I mean, the guys helped him up, and he said, "That guy must be in a hurry." Yeah, I knew from the voice, oh my gosh, I just ran over Johnny Carson.
the caring, concerned young buck that you were, you stopped and helped him up.
Nope. Oh no, his two bodyguards helped him up. They had already helped him up. And when I realized it was him and he had bodyguards, I kept running.
I would keep running too. If
Yeah.
Johnny Carson.
I just like how quick he was like, "Oh no, I didn't help him." he's got
well,
people.
I would say I was maybe 25 or 30 feet away before I even heard him say what he said, because I was running. And then when I heard him say that, I kind of turned around and I could tell it was him.
And while you were running off, did you hear, "Hey-o"?
No. But a voice from somewhere asked me if I wanted to join Publishers Clearinghouse.
So nobody said after you knocked him over, "There goes Johnny."
Nope, I didn't hear that part. That was good. That was good.
Ed McMahon wasn't in the hallway somewhere?
No, it was just the four of us.
And there was nobody there like pulling out an envelope and saying falling on his ass.
The great Karnak.
Well, you know, he would always sit there with his pencil and go, that's kind of wild and weary, you know?
Yeah. Oh, good. That's a good. That's a lot better than me. Way to go. Wow.
Oh, I love. He was my favorite comedian. I would live to watch the Tonight Show in the evening. As I got older, I didn't have to sneak out of the bedroom. But I loved his guest, and I actually got to the show twice when I was in California visiting, and I went all by myself because nobody wanted to go with me to the Carson show, and I went early in the morning to stand in line to get tickets because that was the hot ticket in town. And the second time I did it, I got my tickets and I said, okay, I'm here. Let me take the tour. And I took the tour of the studios, which was a really, really very good tour that NBC had at the Burbank studios. That was one massive studio complex that they had there.
It's NBC. One of the big three at the time.
I also went to, you remember Flip Wilson had a variety show?
Oh, yes.
I went to the taping of the Flip Wilson show at the Burbank studios there at NBC. So,
I know why.
Why?
Because the devil made you do it.
Ah,
Yes, he did.
yes, he did. You remember what year that was by any chance?
Oh, it would have to have been 1986, 87, somewhere in there. I think that's when I was doing that.
Because I think it's coming back to me. I remember watching an episode where Carson was like, "Hey, just so you know, I'm feeling a little bit down. I got mowed over." Didn't say who or why, but
Oh, my 15 seconds of fame.
right there, Johnny Carson and S making friends.
That's right.
I could just see him getting up, dusting himself off and saying, that guy was really in a hurry.
That was good. That was really good. You got anything else?
I got some trivia for you if you'd like.
Okay.
Let's see how good you are at Carson lore.
So, what was Johnny Carson's first job in the entertainment industry? Now, this is multiple choice. Okay. So,
Unless you know the answer, you can shout it out.
Janitor.
A magician performing as the great Carsini. B, a balloon animal artist for penguins. Or C, a backup dancer for Elvis Presley.
Wow. I would have to. Well, he probably did the great Carsini. I doubt he was actually. I doubt he was a backup dancer for Elvis. I just can't picture him. I just can't picture him in the go-go boots.
Maybe Doc Severinsen.
There you go.
At the time.
Yeah.
How about this one? What reoccurring character did Johnny Carson portray during his Tonight Show monologues, and who gave comedic predictions? Was it A, Karnak the Magnificent, B, Fred the Fabulous Fortune Teller, or C, Psychic Steve and his magic hat?
Well, we've already talked about this. We already know it's Karnak.
It's I loved Karnak, the hat.
Yeah. It's more of a turban than a hat. Yeah.
Right. And Ed McMahon with the always repeating the question, and Carson would give him a look like, yeah, that's what I said.
That's true.
And I you can do Carson, but I can do McMahon.
See, that's very good. That was what he did.
Yeah. He was there for that.
Absolutely.
All right. You got one more?
I got one more.
One more.
Johnny Carson hosted The Tonight Show for how many years? 3 decades or 30 years? 10 years, but it felt like 50. Long enough to have interviewed the dinosaurs.
Yep,
I'm
that
the dinosaurs.
yeah. That's when you first asked me the question, I was thinking 35 years, but if it was 30, that would make sense to me. So 30.
It's 30 is correct. Ding, ding, ding,
Oh
ding,
my
ding.
God, you got them all right.
Okay, wait, my turn. Who was the host before him?
Oh my God,
Steve Allen.
Steve Allen.
you're good.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was going to say Fred Flintstone.
you know, I had a close encounter with Steve Allen. I did. My wife and I went to the Playboy Club in Lake Geneva. They had a resort,
Right.
and we went to see him. He was the evening act in the lounge, and he was out by the pool, and my wife saw him by the pool, and people were sitting down next to him taking pictures. So my wife goes up, plops herself down, said, "Next." And I took a picture of Steve Allen and my wife. So 3 months later, he was back there, and we went back to see him. We come in to see the show, and I brought the picture. I wanted him to sign it. So I said to the maitre d', I said, "I have a picture of Steve Allen with my wife, and I'd like him to sign it." So he's gone for about 5 minutes, and he comes back and he says, "Mr. Allen would like to see you." And Steve Allen says to me, "I wanted to see the person that had me and his wife in a picture because I didn't remember that." And I had to laugh, but I showed it to him. I explained it to him, and he signed it for me. And during the show, he actually pointed me out and said, "This guy has a picture of me and his wife." So
Awesome.
That's the blackmail picture. Carson won.
There they are.
Ellen. It makes sense now. It makes sense.
When I was growing up and when I was in high school, Steve Allen had a board game out called Egomania, and you had to compete against all the other people, but you also had to compete against Steve Allen. The card would say something like, "I've done television shows for 30 years. What have you done?" And it was a great game. I can't find it anywhere now. So anyway,
Steve Allen was
not
great.
Johnny Carson. That's Steve Allen.
Yeah, Steve Allen was great too. He made up so many songs during his show. He would ask the audience members for ideas, and he'd write a song right on stage with those ideas. He was magnificent. I loved seeing him in person. He did a really fine show.
That's unbelievable.
And ancient Wayne Brady.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And he was the one that invented Man on the Street.
Oh, cool.
S, thank you so much for coming and participating. We truly appreciate your celebrity encounter with the Johnny Carson.
Thank you. It's been a real pleasure.
Let me play us out. Dun, 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 dun.
Da, 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
Bye, everybody.
Take care.
Thanks for tuning in today, and if you enjoyed our show, please subscribe, rate, and review our podcast on all your favorite platforms. We'll see you next week with the next episode of Celebrity Encounter Podcast.